fucking stay hearty. Stay hearty in my pursuit. Stay hearty in my aspirations. Stay hearty in my dream. In my fucking purpose. I've always had a burning desire and ambitions, and I'm quite a driven fella in terms of my, I guess, setting out goals and trying to achieve them, especially when I'm passionate and purpose about something. And I'm a very, very independent type of person. So I guess the message that I'm trying to put out there to you fellas that might be listening to this is, if you have a dream and a goal, hold on to it. Okay, really, and this is advice that, you know, that G's me up, is holding on to this massive, I guess, the northern star, so to speak, of what you're trying to achieve in life, especially when it gets into tough times, like now. For example, like I was saying, you know, I'm at the moment dealing with some really, really stressful financial times, and it's been like that for quite a while now. And like I said before, ventured into my own kaupapa, and before deciding to step into, you know, I guess, releasing the chains of the system and going on my own path to, I guess, try to achieve these goals and dreams and aspirations of mine that far surpass even my comfort zones and even what I believe in. You know, I've faced a point like multiple times in this journey of hardship. And right now, it's probably, you know, and it always seems to pile on top. You know, when something goes wrong, then the other thing goes, something, and it just fucking snowball avalanche effect. Through this whole time, I've tried to remain optimistic and fucking positive and hopeful and courageous and brave and you know, doing to the best of my ability and best of my knowledge that I can do, you know, within, I guess, my means and my power. But at times, I've definitely felt defeated. At times, I've definitely felt like, is this even worth it? For example, even the mandates, the COVID mandates, you know, I loved my mahi at the kura at the time, and it's a blessing in disguise. I'm glad, you know, I'm not glad that it happened. In a way, I'm happy that it eventuated like this, because it just pushed me into my own path and my own you know, kaupapa, etc. However, I digress back to the kaupapa. The topic of today is, if you are broke, like me, I'm going to be fucking honest, I have been struggling of late. You know, I've been getting some wins in terms of my financial, and then all of that puta goes fucking out back into the business, back into life, back into all these different areas, and I'm back at square one. And then I get another, you know, lump sum of puta, and this is just me being vulnerable and open, so you fellas can understand what it's like before actually venturing out into your own business. Because I've definitely learned a lot. The growth within me personally has been massive, and that's something that I really hold, you know, true to my heart, is the growth and the effort and the mana that I had to, you know, I guess I had to step into, and I had to take charge of myself and all of my kariaroto, all of my emotions that were within, going through these fucking times of, you know, just stepping into the unknown, stepping into uncertainty. I've really had to learn, you know, I've really had to learn about myself. And that is, you know, when I reflect and I journal and I remind myself of all the fucking wins. It might not be here financially, you know, it might not be into that, you know, that nice free-flowing state, putia. I always remind myself of all the other small wins / big wins that I've actually achieved in stepping into the unknown and stepping into my kaupapa that I've been embarking on of late. So, yeah, I guess this kōrero here is just to give you a bit of insight and perspective into what it's like. You know, if you're someone out there that's going to step into your own kaupapa or build something, or, you know, go against the grain, so to speak, that it's fucking challenging, but it's worth it. Now, when I say it's worth it, it's gonna be worth it down here. And like, I might not be able to I can see my future. Like, that's what really fucking holds, like, keeps me fucking solid on the ground, is having that vision in my head of my future self, my future career, my future life, my future, whānau, everything, where I'm going to be financially in terms of being free, in terms of me not having to check my fucking KiwiBag app every time I go to buy something. All these reminders and these small things are just little reminders just to tap me back into fucking stay hearty in my pursuit, stay hearty in my aspirations, stay hearty in my dream, in my fucking purpose. And this right here is getting me, reminding me, and it's getting me fired back up as I'm about to step into this new year. Yeah, as I'm about to step into Mahi finally. And this is just a reminder to myself to stay fucking 10 toes motherfucking deep in your kaupapa, in your mana. And don't shy away from that. Okay? Don't shy away from that. You'll get people's advice like, you'll get times that will just fucking shake you and move you about, and you want to revert back to the old you. There's many of times when I wanted to grab a fucking inu and just release for a little bit, but I gotta remind myself. That's why every morning I wake up, I do my grounding, I do my karakia, I do my meditation, I do my vision work to trigger in my brain and to prime myself, to remind myself that my purpose is out here, and you have to sacrifice and be in the shit for a little bit. Every person that's stepped into the unknown, every person, every great that has tried to embark on greatness always was in that zone of like uncomfortable and shit and fucking problem after problem, fucking hardship after hardship. And I'm just reminding myself that stay in this shit uncomfortable for a little bit, chip away, and you'll get to that fucking northern star. But reminding myself also that the journey to that northern star is the beautiful part, is life. So I never take my eye off. Like, I've always got the prize over here, prize. And I feel like the northern star always moves anyway. So the middle part is the journey, and that's the best part. Because you grow, you learn, you experience. So all of this is just a reminder to myself, and hopefully if you fellas listen to it, that it can remind you too, if you're embarking on these uncomfortable zones in your fellas' life. Whether that's in whatever context that may be, that stay hearty, stay true to, what you're trying to achieve. Talk to your whānau though. I've had to lean so much on my whānau through this time, and I'm doing the best I can. I'm really, what's the kupu? I've been really, putting in the work. I can say deep down in my heart, and I know within myself and my wairua that I've put in 100% effort almost fucking every day. Actually every day, iara, through this whole journey I at least do something every day, and I've got to remind myself that it might look like I'm running in circles, it might look like, and feel like I'm chasing my tail, but I've got to remind myself of all the growth points, of all the places I've been, of all the spaces, of everything that I'm doing, iara, to get closer to what I'm trying to achieve in my life. So yeah, he momo kōrero tēnei, hei hāpai i a koutou, hei tautoko i a koutou, me o koutou nei wawata, o koutou nei kaupapa, me te haerenga, kia hau nei he ua, he tino ua i ētahi wā, engari me noho pūmau koe i roto i tō rangatiratanga. At the end of the day, you got to stand strong in who you are, who you believe you are. Even if you're not that guy, believe you're that guy, and then put the mahi in so you can prove to yourself firstly that, yes, I am the goods. Yep. And this is all kōrero runga i te humari. I'm speaking from a place of humility, but hei whakamana i a koe to empower yourself. Ne? So, yeah. Hopefully you fellas got something out of listening to this paku kōrero here. Just remember, if you are sitting in this hardship right now, as I am, just remember your why, your purpose, and just keep chipping away at it. It's going to be hard. You're going to have times, especially for the whānau that's around you, because it can affect them. So just have open kōrero with them if you're someone that hasn't embarked on the journey. One thing that I wouldn't say regret, but one thing I wish I did prior to stepping into this was really lay it out in front of my whānau, so they could understand what I'm going into. So, you know, things like when you have to lean on them won't come as a surprise. So that's, I guess, a top tip that I can give from me embarking on my journey and trying to achieve what I'm trying to achieve. So yeah, atu i tērā whānau. I hope you fellas get something out of it. Kia kaha, kia maia, kia manawa nui, and I'll see you fellas at the top. I promise you, fellas, I'll see you at the top, okay? Stay hearty, stay fucking solid on Papa Tuanuku, yeah? Remember who you are. Don't ever forget that. Remember who you are. Live with, you know, your right intentions. Put in the mahi. Don't forget, put in the mahi. Your worth is validated by your work, okay? Your worth is validated by your mahi. So put in the mahi, okay? Don't think that things are just going to happen willy-nilly. You do have to be willing to put in the mahi. Talk to your whānau, love your whānau, because at the end of the day, you know, if you are going to embark on this journey, this unforeseen journey, you are at times, like myself, going to have to lean on your whānau for awhi, and it's fucking hard. It's ua, you know, it's hard, especially for someone who's quite autonomous or is quite an independent person like myself. It's hard to ask for help. I'll be honest, it's very hard to ask for help. So I've learned how to ask for awhi and sit with that being okay as well. So yeah, atu i tērā whānau. That's me. I'll sign out, and I'll see you fellas at the top.